Hey everyone, Dave here, ham radio operator, and I'm building a Go kit. And this is part one. Let me give you a little tour of what I've built so far. Inside here, a little Harbor Freight ammo can and a Anytone, no, not Anytone, QYT KT8900. It's a little dual band, it's actually a GMRS radio that they sell as, but you can open up to be a dual band ham radio via typing in a little bit of password. I think you hold down a key, power it on, and it asks for password. You put in the password, which you can find on their website. They have an instruction video, and it opens it up into a dual band ham radio. This was just a little project I had in mind, and it started with a cheap $11 Harbor Freight ammo can. Now, the radio was $89, comes with a mic, power cord, programming cable, chirp, program it. I had an N9TAX J-pole, roll-up J-pole that I bought years ago and just haven't really used. Put in here just in case, which it's got really good SWRs. I tested it last night. This little bendy sucker here is a signal stick that I bought for one of my HTs, my Anytone 878, and I'm trying to incorporate into that into this project. The problem I'm having is SWR. For those of you who don't know, SWR is signal width ratio. And that's basically how your antenna matches to your radio. And the lower the number, the better. Ideally, you want it to be 1-to-1 ratio. It's acceptable. You could go up to as much as maybe 3. You really don't want to, but you could get away with it without frying your radio. Anything above 3, you don't want. So I installed a little tram UHF pass-through with a mirror mount. Took the other side of the mirror mount off, threw this sucker on, used that as my antenna mount, and then I mounted this signal stick. The problem I'm having is a high SWR. Let me show you. Screw this sucker in real quick. It's a Rig Expert AA600 antenna analyzer. Definitely a good thing to have. This belongs to the group that I run, that I'm the coordinator for, Auxcom group in Atlantic County, New Jersey. But these suckers aren't cheap. But it's really good to have an antenna analyzer. Analyze your antennas before you put them to use so you don't fry your radios, especially if you've got expensive radios. Let me turn that. Oh, that's just DMR in the background. So let's see. Set the frequency. We got it 156,800, which is Marine Channel 16, because the whole point in this box was to build it for. I'm part of Office of Emergency Management, and we do marine swiftwater marine rescue. Basically, somebody gets lost in the water, ship issues, stuff like that. Somebody goes missing on the water. We assist with a swiftwater rescue. We'll get out there and we'll set up a command post and we'll help the resources coordinate to effect a rescue of somebody lost out in the water or injured or whatnot. So the whole point was so that when we're out there, I mean, we've got our radios for our city, but we want to be able to have marine communications with the dive teams, with the boats that are going out to do the rescue, which a lot of our local fire departments have. But they're going to operate either on marine or they're going to operate on the local 800 megahertz. If they're on marine, we want to have marine capabilities. So I'm designing a Go kit that can do that. Not just amateur radio, but also what they call land mobile. Well, we'll call it land SAR, land search and rescue. So I've got this program to 156,800. And let's hit enter. And scan SWR. Look at that. 9.2. That's no good. We don't want that. Goes down if I put my hand on the sucker, and that's what this antenna was really designed for, was for HTs. You know, it's a half wave. So when closer to your body acts as the counterpoise. And counterpoise is basically the other side of an antenna. An antenna ideally wants to have two sides, a dipole. You want to try and be in a whole wave. We've got the half waves here. Your body's acting as the other half wave, creating a full dipole. So they say you can use these signal sticks for other projects like this, and I've seen them used on other Go boxes on YouTube and whatnot. But for me, this application is not working. And I've even tried This is a Comet CA 2x4 SR NMO mount. I changed the mount last night. Took me a while. Big pain in the butt. Changed the mount out and mounted this sucker on there. And it came down significantly. But still, if I moved things around, it was going up into the threes, which I didn't want. Ideally, I want it like at the most, maybe 2 on any. And this is a broadband antenna. Really good antenna to have on your mobile. If you've got a ham radio or any kind of radio that you're transmitting on in your car, really great antenna. I have this on my car. It's about 70 bucks at HRO or DX Engineering. Just look it up. Comet CA 2x4 SR. They come in NMO and UHF mounts. Get this sucker if you do ham radio, GMRS, land mobile, any of the radio frequencies. This is the sucker to have. But this is the issue I'm running into right now, and what I'm trying to solve. I've got other antenna options, including an X50A on a speaker mount, which I'll show you in another video, or the N9TIX, this sucker right here. And get out of there. Rolls up nice and neat, but it's ladder line. Basically, really thick TV cable that they used to use in the 80s. Don't really use that stuff anymore, but it really comes in handy if you trim it in the right place. You turn it into an antenna, which N9TIX Labs makes these. Really good antennas. I've had this for a long time. I've used it a few times, not as much as I'd like, but a really great antenna. It's about 35 bucks if you get the 16-foot of cord added onto it. I hooked this up to this last night and had really good SWRs, and it's probably what I'm going to roll with for now. But I want a solution like this. So that's where I'm at with this right now. I'm trying to come up with other ideas. Yeah, could I probably make this work? Probably. But look, that's a big-ass antenna to have on an ammo can. And storing it in there is not going to be an option. So I'm examining my other options. I will make another video when I come up with some new options and we try them out. And you guys will be the first to know. I know this is a little long, but I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's informative and educational. That's the point. I'm going to do a gear bag tour of my emergency management go bag in one of my upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. So if you like the content I'm making, hit the red button where my name is or where my picture is. Subscribe, follow along, hit the like, share it with your friends, and I'll catch you in the next one.